And let's talk about how your spouse could be your worst enemy.
Gina Jumesi here, your favorite psychonous practitioner, coming at you again with another tea on Dusty Man. Let me know in the comment section. Give me a like, give me a share, follow for more videos like this. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about and address and comment on how you can certainly think you're doing all these things, you're doing all these lots and lots of things, all the things for this man that you love so much, but they are plotting your demise, plotting your unaliving. You're literally sleeping with your enemy. They don't care, will never care, they won't change, they lack empathy. And in this story, this woman, like I say always on my channel, doing too much just to keep her marriage is gonna be to your own demise. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
I ended up using an IP logger website, a site where I was able to create a dummy link, attach it to anything, and anyone that clicked that link, I would collect their IP address. Okay? And I sent them the link. When they clicked the link, all they would have seen was a picture of a clown. Where was the location? Welling. Who lived in Welling? Myself and Ahmed. So while I'm out with my friend trying to catch the troll who's been harassing me for years, I finally catch them in real time sending me DMs on Instagram while I'm not at home. But who's at home though? Who's at home though? So my husband did that to me. My husband has been doing that to me.
And let's talk about how your spouse could be your worst enemy. A lot of folks don't talk about this topic, but I'm going to talk about it tonight. The person that you lay with every single night, the person that you say I do to, could be your worst enemy. Well, how can they be your worst enemy? If they're not supporting you, if they're not changing their ways to make the relationship better, they are considered an enemy. They are slacking and don't want to better themselves, they are considered an enemy. If they are not helping you financially, but they lay down with you every single night and don't help you out financially, they are considered an enemy. And this might not make sense to a lot of people, but if you really look at it spiritually, they are considered an enemy. Anybody that claim that they love you and claim that it's teamwork and they not putting in no effort to keep the relationship is considered an enemy. Let's talk about it. It don't even matter how much your spouse say they love you. If they not supporting your dreams and helping you push your vision, they are considered an enemy. If the person that you're with right now is holding you back from your blessings, they are the enemy too. That's why y'all gotta be careful of who y'all date and who y'all marry, because they can say they love you all day long, but do they really mean it? Are they there for you mentally, spiritually, emotionally? Because if they not and they're holding you back, that could be your enemy. Y'all better take heed.
Just imagine as a young woman, you were having your life going for you. You finish school or you finish secondary school, you pick up a skill, you were submitting your CV everywhere. You were just looking for things that could better your life. And you were trying to do well, you were pushing through, and boom, suitors started coming left, right, and center. And this very one that is your husband was pushing it so hard that it must be you. If it's not you, it's not going to survive. And you ended up with him. You started giving birth to children. You cannot push your career the way you are supposed to push again. I know most of you are still trying with your business and your career. But body no be firewood now. You don't slow down for some things. And this very man who is supposed to be considerate, who is supposed to be loving, supportive, knowing too well that childbirth has a lot of effect on a woman, is the same person fighting you, is the same person hurting you, is the same person. Oh, Jesus. I always say this and I'll always say this. Any man who is treating you badly in marriage is a bad man and is your enemy. There's no two ways about it. It's not because it's your husband means he's not your enemy. A lot of people marry their enemy. Because tell me why you want to do a life with someone and you're inflicting pains on that person. Marriage is supposed to build you as a woman. And with the support of a woman, marriage is supposed to build you too as a man. You people are supposed to be together doing a lot of
being pregnant after 5 miscarriages and having this miracle baby, and then walking out of the hospital with a $20,000 bill because my husband at the time refused to acknowledge me on his insurance. So those were, I mean, just the
You
consistent.
said refuse to acknowledge you on the insurance. Explain that to me. What we talking about?
So for punishment of not naming his son a junior, he refused to confirm me during discharge as his wife on his insurance.
How to know that you're living with the weapon fashioned against you all in the name of husband? The other time I said that there are so many married women that are living with the weapon fashioned against them all in the name of husband. And then I started getting different questions. How do I know that he's the weapon fashioned against me? How do I find out? Sis, there is nothing to find out. Oh. There is nothing to find. Don't find too much. The signs are always there. It's very, very clear. You don't need to find anything. So without wasting time, let me tell you how you are going to know that you're living with the weapon fashioned against you, all in the name of husband. Number one, if you are doing well as a single lady, you are working, you are doing business, you are doing well for yourself. And the moment you got married, your husband will wake up from nowhere and start telling you to quit your job or stop your business without providing a better job for you or opening a bigger business for you. He just wants you to close down and become fully dependent on him. He is likely to be the weapon fashioned against you. I did not say he's the weapon. I say he's likely to be. So you have to use your brain. Number two, after telling you to quit your job or to close down your business, and you now obeyed him, and you became a full stay-at-home mom. And the next thing, any small provocation, you are good for nothing. Any small provocation, you are so useless. Any small provocation, what do you bring to the table? You are not offering anything in this marriage. My sister, I did not say he's the weapon fashioned against you, but you have to just use your head. Number three, if your husband always wants to frustrate you at any slightest provocation, you always want to collect everything he bought for you just because he's angry with you. For example, you had misunderstanding with your husband, or you just provoked him. Instead of him to correct you, he wants to punish you by collecting your car keys, closing down your shop, collecting your phone, collecting everything he has bought for you. Some will even send you out of their house. Instead of correcting you, they want to punish. My sister, you have to use your brain. Number four, listen to this number four very well. Listen very well. If your husband always transfers his aggression to innocent children, you provoked your husband or you have misunderstanding with your husband, the next thing, he wants to punish innocent children that did not do anything to him because you provoked him. He will want to send you out of the house with the children so that the children will also join you and suffer the punishments. You provoked your husband. He stopped giving you money for food to feed his own children. Oh. You provoked your husband. He said he will not pay the children's school fees. You provoked your husband. He disconnected the light so that you and the children will not enjoy light. You provoked your husband. He carries store key when they pack food stuff, locker, make hunger for buy you and buy the children because they feel like say if the children they enjoy, you self go follow they enjoy. So he wants to punish you and also punish innocent children for the sin they did not commit to. Number 10, I mean number 12, because he plenty. If your husband does not like seeing you with money, if he notice you have money, different kinds of problems will start coming up. Honey, I beg, give me, I will give you back. He don't have intention of paying, no. He don't just want to pay you. He wants to collect all the money you have. And the moment you tell him, hey, honey, that money you borrow from me, can you pay back? Problem don't start with that. Now you go to bed, they say, I just forget the money. Make peace reign. Number 15, I'll be number 20. Like I said, it's plenty. If things that are affecting you does not concern him, you went to work, you came back, and you're telling him what you're facing in your office, he don't care. You came back from your shop, you are telling him, see what happened in my shop, he don't care. Huh? If your man does not like your progress, you came back, you are dancing, you are telling him that, see, they promoted me in office today from level 10 to level 20. I have money now, I need to expand my shop now, I want it to be very big. You will not be excited. The next thing, you start looking for ways to tell you to stop the job. May she begin to do better than me. The next thing, he will tell you, it be like you go close that business, it be like you go close down your business. If they make you, they put eye for this family well, all your eye, they your business. My sister, use your edge. And number 20, I be number 30, because it's plenty.
So let's spill all the tea, shall we? Ahmet was in his 30s talking to 19-year-olds. Ahmet exposed Diana to UTIs and infections, bro, because he was too busy doing up regga-degga with other women. Nasty guy. Ahmet went out of his way to create multiple trolling accounts to Diana over the course of 8 years. Until this day, is still trolling her. Ahmet hacked into Diana's YouTube account, deleted plenty videos that she could use as evidence in the court of law, showing how he has literally stolen from her and trolled her. Was cheating on Diana with his current mistress turned wife since 2019, and there is evidence of this. There was evidence of this on the video that has now been removed from YouTube, and there is an IP address that Diana has gotten from one of the trolling accounts which directly links Ahmet to the address of the troll. He was trolling Diana all these years, private information, family information that the internet would not be aware of. Each and every time they would have an argument, he would go out of his way to literally troll Diana with information that was used in their arguments online, while still gaslighting and manipulating Diana into thinking that it was her own friends that were doing that to her, when all the while it was Ahmet. Ahmet had found a way to get Diana to come back to his mother's house. Overnight, her belongings in her suitcase, which included an iMac and her clothing, was taken overnight, magically, mysteriously ended up at his cousin's old address. And you're telling me years later, all these missing clothes are now being sold on his mistress turned wife's Depop. Listen, don't get me started, because ooh.
Finding out your biggest troll is your husband has to be the craziest thing to ever happen to a person. Because this whole Diana and Ahmet situation, and Diana finding out this whole entire time she was being trolled to the point where she was gonna have facial surgery to change how she looks, because this person kept coming for her. And then to find out that person was actually your husband, and you were laying next to him and paying all his bills and paying for his boys' trips and paying for everything in the house, and he was going out of his way to troll you and watch you cry. That is a man that can take your life. Armpit could have killed Diana, because that's how much he hates her. That is such a concerted effort he put into trolling her. You are setting up different accounts on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. You got different email accounts and things like that. When she's somewhere with her friend, you're sitting at home writing big paragraphs trolling her, only for her to find out, like, this whole entire time I'm going through all of this and it's my husband. Diana's better than me, okay? Because if our Armpit would have done that to me, he wouldn't be walking. He wouldn't have walked down the aisle to that lady. He would have crawled there, because one of his legs would have been finished. You need to watch some Nollywood movies, because they will teach you about how to be a cunning woman, because you can't let a man do that to you. For all these years you're taking them L's. What's going on? I'm paying all the bills in the house and you're sitting there trolling me with the internet I'm paying for. Are you stupid? You're even breathing the air I'm paying for. The air in the house is the air that I'm paying for. Are you alright? She was probably paying his phone bill as well, and he was using that same phone to troll her this whole entire time. She's good, you know. And she just said, okay, I'm going to leave. I'm going to pay for my little flat and then leave. I would have mashed him up. I'm telling you right now, it would have been rockers in that house. I would have mashed him up. You crazy? What? And then now your raggedy wife is selling my clothes on the internet. My one-off pieces. Selling off-white Jordans. My off-white Jordans. I would have been pressed charges. I would have been pressed charges on that girl. I would have pressed charges. I would have gone to immigration. I would have done the whole flipping nines. I don't give a damn. I would have been pressed charges on old girl. I would have been pressed charges on him as well. I would have
And I would have shown up to court in a 3-piece suit and I would have said, yes, that's them.
No, because let's talk about it. May that love never find me. I'm sorry. If I'm going to be with a person for 12 years, this person is broke, I'm paying all the bills, and we ain't got no kids, you still can't afford me or put me in a place to live. You can't get it together. Where's your job? And then you try to screw me over with getting my niece to take care of my niece permanently due to her situation. And then on top of that, you've been cheating our whole relationship. And then not only cheating, having sex with those women raw and then coming home to me and then yamming out front too and then kissing me with those same lips. God, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Guys, this is why I say I am so patient and I am picky when it comes to who is going to be my husband. I know it's he who finds a wife find it a good thing, and I trust that God is going to bring me the person that is for me, and I will stand 10 toes down and wait on that. I don't care how long I have to wait, because that is crazy. And then on top of that, the person that you really end up cheating on me with for multiple years, the person knows you're married. Somebody that's at your workplace. Y'all end up getting married and then having kids. Trust me, it's not going to work out, right? He claimed to have met God and seen God, right? But he committed adultery in his marriage. Does that not mean he's going to be committing adultery for the rest of his life? I thought he wasn't supposed to get remarried according to the Bible. And then the mistress, you want to have kids and then be posting it online? Lady, you will never have peace, okay? You will never have peace. The wicked will not have peace. Oh, and then I almost forgot another thing. She ends up tracking this man's IP address, right? Because she did some little hacker thing, which I love. Girls in tech, if you know, you know. I am crazy CSI too, guys. Anyways, tracks the IP address and ends up finding out that her husband has been trolling her online from multiple fake accounts through their whole marriage. Wicked, you know, that man is wicked. He's a demon.
As someone that has met Armpit Battison and had several encounters with such entity, I would like to state and make my statement. The first time I met Armpit Battison was in Bromley Glades. There was no life behind his eyes. Death is what I saw. Dead eyes. Heartless eyes. He was just staring to the abyss of God knows what. He stared at me. I was with my boyfriend at the time and he just wouldn't stop staring at me, and it was rather uncomfortable. Really, really weird. Proceeding from there, I had several encounters with him at Bromley Pure Gym where he would approach me many a time. A few of these times I'd been with my friends or my cousin, where he would come and ask if I was okay and proceed to make conversation with me and flirt. Where me being outspoken, I have stated out loud, I swear he's got a wife. Just to be blatantly thing, you know. I've also said, I'm fine, you don't need to talk to me. And every single time I went to that Pure Gym and he was there, he would be staring at me and approaching me. And this is when he was with Diana. I highly believe that Armpit Battison is gay. He's an undercover gay and he doesn't know how to accept it, because men that excessively participate in being sexually active with many of women tend to be gay and they are not happy within themselves. I believe that Armpit Battison's wife believes that she's the prize and, you know, he was shit to you, but he's going to be good to me. And with that statement, I would like to say he's probably cheating on her as well. And one day, after he's done showing off to all his boys about all the girls he can get and everything, he will be an old man getting back shots from the boyfriend he's always dreamed of having. But until then, he will continue abusing women. And that's on Armpit Battison. Thank you. Goodbye.
This Armpit and Diana thing is the craziest thing I've ever. The level of wickedness, I'm telling you guys now, okay? Cinderella's evil stepmother could take tips from Arbit, from what we're hearing from Diana. She could take tips because Cinderella has been through nothing compared to what Diana has been through, apparently. Like, imagine your husband making you pay for years and years and years of rent. Apparently, she was living at a property at one point that was £3,000 a month. Firstly, wow, content creators be making money like that to pay for rent, £3,000 a month. That's crazy. Good on you, sis. But imagine she was married to this guy for like 10 plus years and she was paying rent this whole time. But that wasn't even the wicked thing that just made me laugh, because you have to laugh sometimes, because otherwise, like, what? Like, what's actually happening? This level of evilness, you have to laugh, because it's not like, I can't fathom it, like that someone can be that evil. Apparently, she said he cheated on her with this woman and he left her for this woman and he's married to her and has a kid with her and everything now. This woman he stole clothes from Diana and gave it to this woman to sell on Depop. Wickedness, guys. 10 years she paid for rent, loved on this man. He cheated on her, stepped out on her, done all kinds of business, apparently, allegedly, from what she's saying. And on top of that, she finally, when they parted ways and she accepted it for what it was, she paid for the divorce for him to marry this woman. And then on top of it, they stole her clothes and put her on Depop. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. The fact there's evil out there, we need to be making new fairy tales about these kind of evil, because you know what, Cinderella weren't even that bad. She weren't even that bad, because there's a different level of evil that has risen in the last decade, and we need to implement that in the coming fairy tales and warn people.
Imagine being married to someone who legit hated you, like legit hated you, because I'm sorry, with what this Ahmet guy has done to Diana, yeah, hatred. It can only be described as hatred, because how? The trolling, the cheating, the stealing, the allowing your wife to sell her things on Depop? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. And you know what, yeah, one thing I want to say is to all the people that are like, nah, she's doing too much, she shouldn't be talking about all of this on social media, why is she bringing her personal business to social media? Well, I'm sorry, let's not forget the fact that this is a woman who got married on Don't Tell the Bride. Like, her marriage was public. Everybody knew about them two as a couple, and their breakup was also public. So personally, I feel like if this is what the woman feels that she needs to do in order to heal, then I hear it. I hear it, because people like to talk as if, you know, as if you was in that same situation, you wouldn't do the same thing. Nah, like, I just can't believe it. I can't believe what she's had to literally go through to be married to someone for so much years, and then this is how they're able to do you. I mean, that is so scary. We really need to be praying before we get into marriages, before we get into situations, and pay attention to red flags and pay attention to signs and things like that, so that you don't end up in a situation where you're being treated so badly by somebody who claimed to once love you. Like, nah, I feel for her. I really, really do. And I think if you haven't seen her video, then please, before it gets taken down for the second time, tune into her channel, Ahmet Battison. Just type in Ahmet Battison and you will see it there. Diana Ahmet Battison. Click it and watch it so that you can at least help her to get her coins.